Welcome to this realistic day in my life as a student. So, the first thing that I do when I wake up is I go straight to my windows, I open and inhale some fresh air. These days, I'm waking up pretty late because I have classes only in the afternoon, so that leaves me the time to sleep, and also I go to bed very late, so that explains it. Next, I go straight to the kitchen. I live in a student residence, so we have a shared kitchen. So I go there, I do my tea. Some might do their coffees. For me, it's tea only. And while the tea is boiling, I usually do some stretching. It takes approximately 2 to 3 minutes to boil. I go straight back to my room once the tea is ready, and then I just sit and try to wait until my neurons connect to my brain. I would also start cleaning everything around me so that my room can be clean and organized for me to begin my day properly. After I'm done with the cleaning, I would usually go straight to the bathroom where my phone stayed all night to charge, and I actually leave it there so it can be as far as possible from me during the night and I can focus on doing some other stuff like reading. And also in the morning, I prefer taking some time for myself away from notifications and social media, which I find very beneficial for my mental health. I also try to stay away from my computer in the morning and just take some time for myself. And for that, I have developed the habit of journaling early in the morning. So I will basically write down 3 things that I'm grateful for, and then 3 different traits that I would like to see in myself during this day. That actually helps me being more grounded and spinning all of my ideas, thoughts, feelings, and I find that it really helps me getting through my emotions and just being more aware of my mental health, which I think is very important in these days. If you're not really into journaling, you can also try meditation. I personally find that it helps me getting more grounded, more present in the moment, but also having my thoughts clearer and seeing through my feelings, having things more figured out in general. And I can say that 100% of the people who tried meditation never complained about it, so you might as well try. If you're not really into that either, I would suggest listening to some music in the morning, something that might cheer you up and put you in a good mood for the rest of the day. My brother actually does it every single day, and I can say that he's a very happy person. So, if you like music and you have some good sounds that you can put in the morning, you should 100% try to do it in order to uplift your mood and be in a very good condition for the rest of the day. Another thing that you might want to try is reading a book right in the morning. So that will give you a feeling of fulfillment and that you actually tackled something right when you woke up. And that will give you a boost of motivation throughout your day, having the feeling that you actually did something useful, that you might have learned something, and that might also help you being more creative throughout the day. So if you want to try one of these, let me know if you did and what you thought about it. As soon as I'm done with the journaling, I will go through my emails. So I'll go through my personal ones after my professional ones, since I run e-commerce stores, but also my academic ones, to see if any catastrophe happened or not. I also try to avoid my phone as much as possible, which is very challenging these days, but also I don't live with my family, so I try to catch up with them in the mornings. If you're also trying to cure your phone addiction, something that I might suggest is that first you keep your phone as far from your eyes as possible, and that you can do by just hiding it somewhere or putting it somewhere where you can see it. But also you can give it to someone else and just keep it as far from you as possible in a distance. And lastly, I will suggest just disabling all notifications, because as soon as you will receive one, you will want to look. I also try to work out pretty much every day, which do not always work. Since the weather was quite good these last days and it was also pretty warm, I used my workout as a way to just go out and breathe some fresh air, have a little walk, see the outside world. I try to go as soon as I wake up, usually for a run or to start my workout, but this specific day I didn't do that because I wanted to have a little bit of work done before. Something that really helps me working out consistently and every day is going out straight from the bed. So I would wake up and just get up like a soldier, put my clothes on and just go out without giving it a second thought. So that really helps with the motivation and the feeling that you really don't want to, just don't think about it, go out. Just say to yourself you're going for a walk, for some fresh air, and that might do the trick. Right after I'm back from my run, I would usually do some more yoga, some more focused exercise on legs, booty or abs. So here I was coming from grocery shopping. So something that I try to do when grocery shopping is not go when I'm hungry. But in this case, I think that I didn't have much for lunch and so I had to go before cooking. So I was trying to cook something very quickly since my class already started and I was late, which happens quite often these days since we have classes only online. But I have to say that one of the perks of having online classes is that you can follow the class when doing pretty much everything. As I haven't eaten any meat for 1 year or even more, I'm very careful with my protein intake. Usually I try to eat vegetable protein, but here I had eggs. I was careful with the origin and if they were biologic or no, or if they had some kind of a GM. Also, I have to say that I'm really enjoying this online classes since I was anyways always late. I usually cook very easy and fast recipes, and since I have been a student for quite some time now and have lived by myself for a long time, I have become a master in cooking very easy and fast meals for lunch and dinner. Beside my eggs, I also made a pizza, which was not either the best or the healthiest, but I bought it, so I thought I might as well eat it. And I also took a little bit of mozzarella on the side, which I love. And since I've came to Milan, I've noticed that here the mozzarella is really another level. As you can see, I've picked up my phone once again in front of my lessons, so I'm basically on my phone eating and following the lesson, but you can imagine that I didn't record anything from the lesson. Between two of my classes, I took a quick shower, and here you can see me just putting my serum and creams on my face. I have a very dry skin, so I try to hydrate it as much as possible. Never forget the neck. I also put sunscreen pretty much every day. Sometimes I have to admit that I don't do it because I find that maybe it's causing me some breakouts, but that's not the sunscreen, maybe the specific one that I'm using, but not sunscreen in general. Once again, I started cleaning pretty much everything around me. I started with a desk and then it evolved with my entire room. But I find that when I'm having lessons, I just put my earphones and then I start organizing everything around me, or just doing something that do not require my brain to be 100% present, and that is kind of mechanical. And I do not feel like I'm missing something out of my class. Actually, I think it's helping me getting more focused and understanding better, because I find it so hard to just be in front of the computer and listening for 1-2 hours straight and not moving. If you're also having some issues getting concentrated during your online classes, I would highly suggest that you just do something that is quite mechanical at the same time and does not require you to be that much present. That can, for example, be just drawing or putting something in your hand that will keep them occupied while your brain is working and on your lesson. I then took a little bit of a break. I did a tea and just stayed in front of my lesson. Then, of course, I continued with my cleaning of all my room this time. I find it very therapeutic to have a clean room, everything in order, and it just helps me be more focused on what I'm doing when everything around me is clean. I then put a little bit of disinfectant spray on my finger because I fell this morning while I was trying to run, change my music and film myself at the same time, so reminder to focus on one task at a time. So finally I decided to have some work done, and usually when I want to be focused on something, I will set a timer on for 60 or 30 minutes and I will completely focus on the task that I assign myself. I just throw my phone on my bed and never look back again. During my session, one of my dorm mates knocked at my door and wanted to study together. So this is basically what we did. Of course, we were not 100% concentrated, but it was fine and I did what I was supposed to do. After I was done with my working session, I went to cook a quick pasta. I did spaghetti with shrimps and tomato sauce and a bit of oil and garlic. This is my all-time favorite pasta. It's so good, so easy to make, and I can eat it, I think, every day. And actually, I've made, I think, a portion for 2 days. So I think I ate it the day after. That night, I decided to have dinner alone, which is something that I really enjoy doing when I'm having a dish that I really love. And any other day, I would have dinner with one or two of my dorm mates, which I also really enjoy doing. But this specific night, I wanted to have some me time, and I really enjoyed my pasta in front of a YouTube video, something that I really enjoy doing. Right after I was done, I decided to take a little cereal bowl, which was not planned at all. And I was so full, but I always crave sugar at night these days. I can control myself all day, but at night, all these cravings come back and it's so hard to resist. Of course, I went for a second round, which made me feel so bad afterwards. As you will see in 1 second, I felt sick. I don't know why I did it, but I was craving it so bad. I love the cereals, they're my addiction, but I'm really trying to change them for a more healthy alternative. Right after my very heavy dinner slash dessert, I decided to have a little bit of a dance to uplift my mood and feel better with my favorite songs. Right after, I decided to film some TikToks. I enjoy the application so much. I find it so funny. And if you're not following me on either TikTok or Instagram, you will find my infos here. Don't forget to follow me on those too. After filming my content, I usually edit it right away and I will save it in my drafts and post later on TikTok and Instagram Reels. At night, I would usually put my phone to charge in the bathroom so far away from me and just forget about it. But this specific night, and I have to admit also other nights, I stayed quite some time with him to keep him company. and I lost a bit of time there just scrolling. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. If you appreciate it, please leave a comment down below, like the video, and if you don't want to miss on any other piece of content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye!